Okay, take two. This will be my second attempt to do a library run, because the first group was so fucking pathetic it wiped at Loxy. This group is much better formed, though. This one's probably just gonna plow right through this place. That group thought that it'd be okay to have like a 33 shaman as a tank. Which would be okay if he was actually spec'd for it, but he wasn't. Shamans can tank, but they never spec for it. Which they need to do. So it was me and that shaman, 3 casters. One of the 3 casters was level 28, so he couldn't do shit. He shouldn't have been in here. I told them that before I came in here. I'm like, you got a 28 mage, it's too low for this place. The damn door mobs are 5 levels over the guy. I don't technically need to be here because that failed group already killed the Houndmaster Loxy. He's the only reason for me to be in here. But for the sake of my recordings, I am going to get a whole run on camera. I mean, I'm still of the appropriate level, and the rogue, I barely did anything, because they were already clearing in here when I came. They were already up in the courtyard right before the boss. And then they wiped on the boss, which we technically killed with 1 guy left alive. Then afterwards, I abandoned ship on that run, because that group was crap. We're probably going to be running out. I'm not one to dump out at the first sign of trouble on groups, but I shouldn't even have run to the dungeon with that group. Should have just been like, yeah. Frag out. Going down, hyena. Got too many mobs. I got some new poisons made. Some 2-man. Level 30 deadly poison. Deadlies, for the most part, are a bit better than the instants. Not only do you get a higher proc chance, but the damage over time is higher in total than the instant. But they can end up breaking crowd controls. You swing at something, and then afterwards someone tries to sheep it, the dot's just going to break it. However, I still got 2 stacks of damn instant poison I'm trying to empty out. On another note, both of my engineers have had their engineering quest turned in. So my goblin and gnomish quest have been turned in. Rogue has Ghostly Strike. He's very dodgy now. So I have some new goblin crafts that my other engineer won't have. Goblin construction helmet. He's gonna do it. Yeah, he'll take more damage, but we're gonna whoop their asses anyway. Might end up making this to farm elementals. But the thing is, I need 4 fire elementals from, or elemental fire from those mobs in order to make the hat to better farm those mobs. It's a conundrum. Or paradox. Oh, Mage Weave. I'm not sure if I'll actually end up making it. Goblin Mining Helmet. I'm not sure why I train that, because it's BOP. The rogue can't use leather. But I'm not too worried about the 5 or 10 silver that it took. In the long run, that's not going to be anything. But basically, never going to craft that. It's not really worth making anyway, even if I could use it. Plus 5 mining skill, you don't need that. Nothing in the game requires over 300 skill to mine. I got the Goblin Mordor. This is a very good trinket, which I want to make as soon as possible. I only need 1 elemental fire. Back here. What does this do? It's a hard-hitting explosive with 6 charges. It actually has a stun on it, which does not break from damage like most explosives. Most explosives are actually a disorient. Any damage will break the effect. Pretty much every bomb with a stun or disorient will do that. There's a difference between stun and disorient, by the way. A stun can be blinked by a mage, the disorient can't. The disorient can be dropped by a warrior's berserker rage ability, a stun can't. The stun can also be resisted by the orc stun resist, disorient can't. Usually stuns don't break on damage, but these do. One's from engineering. But this one is a stun that, as far as I know, should not break on damage. The best part, though, is that it's very cheap to reload. Once you've got the thing made, all you have to do is get 3 powder, 1 bar, and that reloads it to give you another 6 shots. But only my rogue will be using it. The trinket itself is tradable, but only the goblin guy can reload it. So if you're not a goblin engineer, you can't reload it, and it's not worth making the trinket itself over and over. So my warrior's not going to have that. Then we also have Goblin Sapper Charge. And that one is the hardest hitting explosive in the game. You're going to be making those well after you hit 60. It's got infinite long-term use. Whereas everything else you're going to out-level and it'll become irrelevant. It does require you to be within melee range. It's basically the blast through ability with no slow on it, and it hurts you. Actually, you might want to compare it to Hellfire, but it's just 1 bomb. 450 to 750 damage. No other explosive will do that much damage. Only the Goblin Engineer can make it. That's the main thing I'll be making after 60. My Goblin Engineer is going to be pumping these things out to send them over to my Warrior, who won't be able to make. I also got the Goblin Fuel recipe. We don't really need to clear all of these, but over on my warrior side, my gnomish engineering is also turned in. And I can't remember the shit that he unlocked. I know he's got the shrink ray.
Release the hounds!
Bombs away. Oh, I can't move. It's a bomb. Disarmed. Well, now he's stunned. This warrior was not quite as fancy as I was. I mean, I just charged in, put up my fucking retaliation, just said, bring it on. Which would be suicide if I wasn't getting healers, or healed, but I was counting on that. I knew I was going to take a shit ton of damage, but I also knew I was going to dish it out. I'm tempted to need roll that stick because a damn mage in the last group did it. The level 28 mage that was in the last group, he actually need rolled that stick and took it. Yeah, there's always a life root there. No, we're not going to rip off these people. I think sells for 1 gold, 22 silver. So he basically ripped that from the group. Because he waited until everyone else hit greed on it first. Then he need rolled it and took it. He doesn't even have a use for it. It's attack power. You don't use, a caster doesn't use attack power unless you physically swing the stick. It doesn't affect your spells or your wand. But he just took it so he could sell it. That's a lot of vendor money at level 33. But technically he was 28. He shouldn't even have been in here. So you brought a low level in the dungeon who's completely being carried because he has no damage. And then he stole from the group, basically. But I left the group right after that. Technically, I didn't need to come back in here, because I only needed the quest guy. But we will get a full run. We're not going to cheat my rogue out of a dungeon video, just because I don't need the final boss. Tempted to go with that malice, but pump up the remorseless. Already expired my hand poison. 3 charges left on the offhand. That one's gonna go next. Probably should have just waited. Get my hearts. I have a surplus of explosives because I've been skill building on them. Keep in mind that I turned in 40 other explosives for my goblin quest because it wanted 20 big iron bombs and 20 solid dynamite, but I had to turn them in for the quest. I couldn't throw them. I still have a bunch of other explosives though. Rogue's going to be very good on explosives for the rest of his career once he gets that mortar made. He'll have it loaded up before a dungeon run and then just reload it afterwards for the next one. Stealing from the mobs. Caster mob. Gotta get those hearts. Well, you can get those in any Scarlet Monastery. Well, they won't drop from the undead, but any of the Scarlet mobs. Damn stun. This is why my warrior's an orc. actually got a new explosive, though, a regular one, though, other than the sapper. Another thing my rogue's going to be getting is the Gnomish Harm Prevention Belt, which is made by Gnomish, but the warrior will just make it and send it over to the rogue. It's a leather belt with power word shield on it. It's 500 damage. Isn't that locked? Oh, no, it's not locked. It was locked last time. 10-minute duration, 30-minute cooldown. Worth making though. Especially when I need to power up for a big elite or something. I'm gonna hit all three of these guys. Yep. I was gouging that nuke. Oh, my kick's not ready. Goddamn double trees. I could kidney shot, but I didn't want to dump my combo points on it. Better weapons. Poison. Hey. Let's take a screenshot here. There we go. Actually, let's take another one here. Okay. My group's over here fighting without me. I'm not trying to leech, just trying to get some pictures. Technically, I could have waited until the group was done and over with, but... This game's not on Steam, I don't have anywhere to really put them, but I do keep them. It's a shame I wasn't always doing that. I don't have any of my old screenshots before, anything before Nostalrius. I just never occurred to keep those. I mean, I would have had screenshots from 2004 if I actually kept those. It's a real shame. I got a big regret with that. It's my remorseless. Basically, whenever I kill something, I'll have plus 40% chance to crit on my next strike. Either Sinister Strike or Ghostly Strike. Going for the caster. I don't think I have any more scroll buffs. Someone just got mana burn. I'm not using the Ghostly Strike unless they're swinging at me. Otherwise, I'm just burning the cooldown. It's mainly a soloer's tool. We've got all of our hearts. Someone's bastard stepchild on the picture. Why is the rogue doing more AoE than the mage? Like, where's the blizzards? got 2 mages. It's like... You'd think they'd be drowning this place in the blizzard spell. They both seem to be frost. Warrior's got a corpse maker. Oh, now you blizzard when we have 1 mob. It's not mana efficient against 1 mob. But that axe that he's got, that's the one from Razorfiend Crawl that never dropped for any of my characters. But I ended up getting a 2-hand from Nomergon that's actually a few levels higher than that one. The Corpse Maker is slower, which is more ideal for a warrior. But I do have the higher level and DPS weapon. Weapon speed doesn't matter a whole lot until you get Mortal Strike, Whirlwind. Cleave and Heroic Strike use the weapon, but they consume the rage from a swing, so you're not really at a loss for using those with a faster weapon. Where you get ripped is on the Overpower. Overpower, Mortal Strike, and Whirlwind. These you really want a slower, harder hitting weapon for. Trying to get my mount money. I gotta rob the mobs. So I'm gonna be questing out in the field for a little while after this. We're gonna need to get to either probably go for 36 before we go into the armory. Heroid. It's like level 40, I believe. Just gonna get rid of it. I brought the firepower. Yes, Blizzard. Blizzard, damn you. Why isn't it improved? It's not snaring. Where's your improved Blizzard? You didn't put 1 point in improved Blizzard so it would snare. Questionable mages. Let's switch to the caster. 13 seconds, I get another grenade. Kick. Ain't the one with aggro though, even though I keep hitting this thing. This Tauren must be royalty. His royal dudeness. But the mobs in here are pansies. They don't do too much. The armory ones are going to be much rougher. There's a big jump between the library and the armory. Not so much between the armory and cathedral. So our quests are already done in here. Because Arcanist Dawn is not actually on the quest. Yeah, that goes to Razorfield Downs. Started questing and did more quests in Arathi. Oh, come on. Give me my money. I need that 1 silver. I had 20 gold, but I had to pay for max level mining, which is 5 gold. But now I can mine all the way to 300. So mining is basically done except for the smelting cost. I still have more things I need to train smelting on, but my herbalism and mining are... Herbalism is literally done. There's nothing else to train on it. Mining still has smelting costs. So it's 5 gold for one, 5 gold for the other. Forget how much total gold I have right now. You're at 15. 18. Train does not have a big gathering profession he has to pay for, though. $13. Wonder who I'll give the mount to first. Warrior will probably be the last one to get it, because he doesn't have a gathering profession. He's not the one that has to do laps around the zones looking for plants or ore. Yeah, he's literally a racist. He won't give it to you if you're undead. He doesn't care what your reputation is. Even if you have Thunderbluff 2 Exalted, he will not give it to you. Behind this bitch. Damage. My poisons wore off. But they're level 20 poisons because I'm just trying to burn my outdated ones. But it shows you how little I care about DPS meters because I'm using outdated poisons. But I have them. I'm gonna use them. Why does your blizzard not have a snare on it? Oh, that was a wasted evasion. The mob died. I should have just hit Ghostly, because that only lasts 7 seconds. 20-second cooldown. People sorely underestimate the value of Ghostly Strike. It lasts about half as long as an evasion, and it comes back every 20 seconds. That's like the best talent to have other than precision. Precision first, then Ghostly Strike. If you just want more damage, you could go straight down combat, but I already have a warrior. I figured I would get the stealth first. Instead of coming 11 down here, you could go 11 down here and you'd be much better in combat, but then your stealth would be worthless. Stealth is worthless in this game without Master Deception. I'm also a big fan of camouflage in the lower levels because your lower stealth has shit movement speed on it, and you're probably not going to have an enchant either. At max level, you're going to have a 70% enchant, or stealth by default, with a movement speed enchant. But you don't get the full 8% off of that while you're in stealth because it multiplies. But it still stacks. So it's 70 times 80%, not plus 80. But you see, I get to move at 75% with rank 2 stealth. You'd normally be 60%. Chest here. Defiling the mysteries. Long red bow. Should I take that? It's better than what I've got, but oh hell, loot it all.
You will not defile these mysteries.
I doubt anyone cares. You interrupted my Garrett. I was about to Garrett you. Go ahead and swing at me. You sheeped the tank and then you broke it.
Burn in righteous fire.
Ah, whatever. You may have noticed that I have a hat now. Oh, there's a quest that has a leather hat on it. I did it on all 3 characters, but my rogue equipped it and the other guys just vendored it. So I finally replaced my shadow goggles. And we don't want either of these. We'll just greed, but... I might actually use this bow. This key I don't need once I get lockpicking. I'm skilled up enough, that is. Oh, God. Goddamn jump boxes. Deathweed. It's a poison plant. I stole a box, but usually people don't care if it's locked. If it's locked, they'll just let the rogue take it. Let's see, The Scourge of Lordaeron. Oh, that's my favorite book. It's where my faction's from. Oh, technically, I'm Forsaken. Sorry. Beyond the Dark Portal. That's an expansion of Warcraft 2. A lot of books in here. War of the Ancients. Fuck that one. I'm not an elf. Pokemons return and a flight to Kalimdor. World Tree. The Emerald Dream. That's more elf shit. Don't care about that. Aerithur and the Troll Wars. Troll history. Really care. I think I've read all of those at some point in my life, but Aftermath of the Second War. War of the Spider. was before the Lich King. Why am I running out? War of the Spider is what happened when the Lich King first went into Northrend. The dominant faction there was the Spider Empire. He eventually conquered it and turned the race into his slaves. Heal. I don't know if that's better than what my warrior has. We need the rest of this stuff.
Goodbye.
I forget if I quested in the flats at 20 or 32 or 33. I'm pretty sure I did it at 32. Some of the crocs for the croc kill quest, they're either 34 or 35. But if you can kill a 35 mob, then...
What is it?
Yeah, and oh, by the way, we dinged 34. Here's ambush, which I probably shouldn't even train. Why did I train rank 1? Hey, sprint. Blinding powder. Wound poison. I don't have much reason to train that either. 36 one. Let's see. I need to send over some Fade Leaf. Wait, I don't have the blind ability. Oh, there it is. You do now. Blind ability actually uses blinding powder. This one you don't buy from a vendor. It's made from Fade Leaf, which you'd have to buy if you're not a herbalist. So I'm going to have to pick the plant and mail it over because I have a herbalist. But we need to save money, so we're not even going to buy these other things. Wound poison is shit poison. Unless I needed the skill build up off of, but I've got instant 2, 28. Deadly at 30.
Our time will come.
Got an animation on the sprint now. Why didn't we have that before? Because it was only 50%. You don't get a animation on your sprint unless it's like higher than 50%. So rank 1 didn't do it. Rank 2 is 60 and rank 3, the final rank, is 70. The mage trying to do this quest. Relatively quick run. They get hardly anything at that level up. Got blind. My alchemist actually need the Fade Leaf, so I probably just won't even make it for a while.
Trust no one.
It's just gonna sit over there because I won't have any powder for it. I think I got a stack of arrows in the bank, but I should shoot out all my bullets first. Level 28 crap sword. I don't know why you would buy that. You can get the wing blade. Or no, that's 28, not 18. We can get the outlaw savory. This one. Not quite as good, but this one's free. What is that? It's a high armor cloak. You might think 6 stamina, what? But it's got high armor, so that makes it a good tank cape. It's one of those items that puts more of its stat budget into armor. I forget what the top end armor value is for capes. At max level, I think they only get to like 40 or 50 points. I could check, because the top end cape is actually going to be that, 45. This is like the last cape most players are going to get, because it's the best one you'll get before raiding. It's got 45 armor. The PvP cape, which I think is rank 3, is that shit even on here? Is the rank stuff on here? This is Alter Galley. Doesn't have the rank stuff. Well, it's got weapons. Where's the lower rank stuff? Because it's like, I think it's either rank 3 or rank 5. The PvP cape is high armor, though.
Hello.
Once you can get it.
Embrace the shadow.
Move aside.
Quickly.
Alright, well, that's gonna be calling it here. Where's my arrows? I guess I fired all of those. Oh well. But that's gonna be it for a while until we go to the armory, and I'm gonna have to get some levels, probably up to 36 on each guy before we want to go in there. I don't want to be under level for the place. And then at 37, we can most likely do the cathedral. Then closer to 40, we'll look at doing Razorfiend Downs. 40's a bitch to get to, or Razorfiend Downs is a pain in the ass to run to before you have a mount, but I'll just start the recording like right outside the dungeon, so it's not really gonna matter in this case. I actually do have powder. Where the hell did I get that? I think I got that from a box or something. I don't remember where I got that from. Anyway, that's it for now.